Yesterday, people who came from Utah, and also the other guy from California, also Pennsylvania, many places out of the states. And are you also
from the States, from Texas.
Oh, Houston?
Close to Dallas.
I want to go to San Antonio.
Yes.
It's a very
wonderful
typical,
place.
American typical, place. And so you should visit
Yes.
San Antonio, and you can see about 200 years ago American style there. And I usually went to many places in California, Long Beach. I was a pilot in the military, Japanese self-defense force, and I went to there to get a certificate flight instructor license. But I spent 3 weeks of money. Cessna 152 flying fee is $62 an hour.
Yes,
So
that's a lot.
Youth host they're paying $20 one night each one person. Very cheap, but there are four people. Yeah, and went to San Diego, Sacramento. Yeah. San Francisco, right here.
Did you love San Francisco?
Yes, Fisherman's Wharf.
Yes.
Alcatraz Islands.
And the bread.
Yes, and bridge and strong fog from until morning to noon. In August, strong fog disappear suddenly at noon. I was also weather forecaster. So it's humidity, high humidity dispatches the strong fog when at noon. And I was very surprised there were many homelesses coming to me.
There were.
Like a white cup. Like, oh, thank you. Hot coffee. Oh no, put some money in here. And then
coins?
Coins. And I was very surprised. Rich men and poor people are different. So.
Yeah, they do that in many of our large of the cities.
Yeah.
They'll
also
stake out a corner and.
Oh yeah. So Union Square, I just wanted to experience to stay outside in the field one night, and I was looking for the place where I am going to shelter near the lava tree. And in the bush, I was looking for the place where to sleep tonight. And so it's already occupied by the black people, And they came to me and very scared. And if I got stolen my passport, I can't go home to mainland Japan, Okinawa. So I just walking around the Union Square street and looking for a cheaper hotel. I paid $50, something like that. Very old-fashioned, but seats.
Your own bed.
Yeah, it's very clean. Although it was very old-fashioned, very cheap hotel.
That was a safe thing to do.
Yes. And I was sleeping 5 stores, and then quarrel with the street girl and some customers quarrel, and policemen whoa came into the what's happened, and then they are dealing with troubles, and from downtown. Oh, United States is so scared. Security, number 10 country.
We do have our places that you have to be careful, but for the most part, we just go our safe way.
So I always ask the foreigners, especially coming from the United States, they say Japan and Okinawa is the safest place in the world, they say. So about the Rukian dance so far, you did see 6 performances, about maybe 45 minutes or 50 minutes, I think. What presentation from here, beautiful lady, did you like most?
I like the first one when they had those beautiful hats.
That is a very popular one of the popular dancing among foreigners. So unique hat and costumes, so
Yes, the costumes.
yeah, colorful.
Very colorful.
And traditional, unique, and
And beautiful.
Yes, yes. It costs about $5,000.
The
I'm
costume?
not
The
surprised.
costume.
Wow.
It's a very detailed.
Detail, imitation, $500. So I can tell the distinguish, so the hat represents the red color, means Okinawa hibiscus red flowers.
I have those in my yard. They're so beautiful.
Oh yeah, all through the year it's blossoming. So also other meaning is Okinawan sunshine, and this kind of color is meaning the beautiful Okinawan ocean.
Hi.
So music is very peaceful,
Very relaxing.
healing, yeah, it's
Soothing.
kind of Buddhism の感じでもさ行事なんだ and also precise movement,
Very precise.
and then bamboo.
And they move very slowly,
Precisely, but
very precisely and slowly.
foundation, fundamental basic.
And their hand movements
Yes,
are
right.
beautiful.
Stay still. So here from again, beautiful lady. What presentation did you like most?
Well, I was intrigued with the mask, where the tears, it looked sad.
Ugly two ladies and beautiful two ladies.
Yes.
That is a very story. We invited 500 ambassadors from China from 1429. Well, actually, in 1372 was the first beginning, inviting ambassador and to review trading, intermediate trading between China and Okinawa. We invited 500 ambassadors, and we entertained 6 months. It's terrible. 2 weeks, 1 month is okay. Yeah. So we did the Kingdom of Ryukyu. Was so painful to entertain them, giving them delicious Okinawan food, Okinawan sake beer foods. They will get boring pretty soon, So they show this kind of classical dancing or the Ryukyuan dancing. Okinawan music, or Okinawan opera, like kumuri we say, the sound of music, or the West Side Story, the kind of drama. Almost every day, I think, or taking them to the shore, ocean, or take a walk around here. Sometimes concubines, beautiful ladies, sometimes serving sake, that kind of stuff, and so. In that performances, so many performances, which was performed in front of the king of the Ryukyu and many ambassadors coming here. One of the most popular dancing was that ugly lady. It's a lot of fun, and the beautiful ladies,
Yes.
things like that. So there were 8 professionals coming from as an ambassador, like interpreter, artisans, cooking, and navigator, and soldiers, and monk, teachers, that kind of stuff. And then they brought high advanced technology from China, and then we absorbed a great deal of culture, their advanced culture, and very influenced by the Chinese culture and technology about 400 since 500 years ago. And 1492, Columbus discovered the United States, and in 1776, independent for the United States, and 1882 is Civil War. At that time, the Ryukyuan Kingdom in 1879 collapsed and get involved. One of the prefecture of Japan since 130 years ago, when the Civil War in the United States at that time. I think 1882, 86, something like that. So this is my final question. Finally, from here individually, look at the camera and invite from your hometown to Okinawa. Any advertisement or whatever you want to say, please here.
Okay. Hi, my name is Leah Little, and I'm from Oklahoma in America, and I love living in Okinawa, and you should definitely come visit and eat yakisoba and
Sakisoba.
yakitori, and sushi, and it's a wonderful place with wonderful people and wonderful food.
Okay, beautiful and very looks healthy. Okay, this is final lady, please.
I am Phyllis Howell from Texas, close to Dallas, Texas, and I'm here visiting for 2.5 weeks. And I loved going to the Orion Beer Factory and sampling it. And we had plum wine last night. It was wonderful. The Japanese food, I just can't describe it. It is wonderful. It's served beautifully.
Oishi.
It is served beautifully, and
Good.
I have not found a meal I didn't like.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me summing up in Japanese. Many, looking at watching the YouTube, sometimes don't understand English, so they want me to put into some Japanese summing up. ということで、今日は綺麗な beautiful lady from Texas and Oklahoma. から両方をお招きいたしました。で、いろんな琉球舞踊を見た感想でですね、こちらの方は最初に見た四つだけというのが非常に印象に残ったということで、綺麗な衣装とそれから、非常に正確な動きとか音楽は非常に癒されるということでございました。で、こちらはダラス、テキサスのダラスから来たんですが、ダラス assassinated John F. Kennedy. I remember when I was about 14 or 15 years ago, so about 45 years ago, 45 years ago, I think. That's a very sad story. I hear of Dallas, and that just reminds me about the assassination of John F. Kennedy. That's very tragedy and sad story.
A sad part of our history.
Yes, very sorry about to hear that. So, この方は春堂という ugly lady, two ugly ladies とあと beautiful two ladies のあれが面白いということで、実はこれは新興市が札幌市ですねが500名訪れた時にこの琉球王朝の前で、楽しませた演目の中でとっても人気のあった作品ということで、非常に面白かったということを言っておりました。で、最後にですね、沖縄に多くの観光客をそれぞれのオクラホマとそれからテキサスから呼び込んでくださっていました。両方ともですね、もう今日は食べることばっかりでしたね。焼きそばとかですね、寿司とかですね、いろんな料理が美味しかったということで非常にそういうことでありました。Thank you very much for joining us. One more thing, yes, ありがとうございます。And last people came from the どこでしたかね、あそこの前では、シーサーの前で、from Utah, Arizona, from Utah, and then his last greeting, inviting for many people, his hometown from Utah, he said, Okinawa is better than Hawaii. Come to visit Okinawa. This was my first time to hear about it's better than Hawaii. So
Well, it is absolutely wonderful. In 2.5 weeks, we have never run out of things to do. There's something every day to go do, an adventure every day.
Oh, I see. So I just thinking, I should ask, what is the reason why you like, more better than Hawaii? I should ask him,
It's the
traditional
food.
food.
The food is different and very tasty.
Many friendly
And
people. Huh?
Yes, the sushi is wonderful.
Oh.
I'm not used to sushi in the States, and I love it.
And also unique culture.
It's very different and very beautiful.
I visited San Diego about 7 years ago after I retired and stayed there for 3 days. And I went to the outside hotel and then went to the sushi bar. And then there were many American people. There was a Mexican style of sushi, big sushi. And then, of course, the cooking is Japanese, employing Japanese technician coming from Yokohama, and then cashier was also scholarship program students. Lady came from students came from Japanese, Japan, and so a little bit expensive than Okinawa or Japan, but delicious because cooking, is a technician coming from Yokohama, Japan. So I think Japanese food nowadays in the United States is becoming very popular and very good for health. And so I just testimony, I could understand it's true,
When I go home, I'm going to be looking at sushi bars in the States.
So if you run sushi, you can pick up whichever you like, and it's very cheaper. It's maybe 100 yen. Yeah. And you can eat whichever you like.
Sample.
Yeah, and
I like sampling.
Oh, salmon. So I hope you will enjoy Okinawa.
And we are.
Yeah, eat Ryukyuan delicious food. In 1853, June 6th, Perry visited here as a Tomari port. It's about 200 soldiers and 2 artillery bring here to enforce a trading between they need water, vegetables, that kind of stuff, and sometimes oil. And then they visited here Royal Guest House. They Commander Perry ate delicious Okinawan food, and he wrote his journal to his wife at Royal Island. So delicious. The street, pine trees, very beautiful, and then people are very friendly, hospitality and courtesy. So
very courteous.
And there is no weapons, but still maintaining independent country, peaceful country for more than 450 years. So it's incredible. So and he went to the Nakagusu Castle. It's about 20 kilometers from here, and he surveyed all the castles and no cement, but creating each structure very strong, So he was admired. So, architecture is so advanced, using no cement, and then constructing a very good castle. And he admired very much. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Good Japanese, and we are going to produce this YouTube by 3 more days. If you access, you can see again and again. And I think it's one of my memorial impressive interview for 2 beautiful ladies from Texas and Oklahoma. Thank you very much. どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you.
どうもありがとうございます。バイバイ。